Offense set on first down. On the ground, it's Henderson. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good. Got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that when you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Pulls it in. It's Ibuka. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ins because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Setting up the screen. Spin, still running. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
On the move at the 30. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To the air, it's Cook. He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. They'll immediately call timeout. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth.
SEC, baby, SEC.
I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Using the quick game.
Hard
running there.
Yeah, practice
this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
Man, he tried to do all he could. My goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coaches, block those guys. You don't watch them tackle on guys.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs.
Hey, they ain't got no shotgun. They ain't got no shotgun hands up there.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have
what are you talking about, man?
They put together a 75-yard drive.
That man played.
Coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out.
Shit, I guess he pissed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
I guess he's mad over there.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions. They're able to
that's what's on his mind. Something wrong
with your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
It's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're on it. They recover. recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on second down after the incompletion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Can't get him to the ground.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, going to the air. On the move, he fires. And the pass is intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Afterburner's coming. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Quarterback moving. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. 10! Touchdown, Ohio State! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense
lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Ohio State 31, Missouri 10.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They'll run the option. Quick toss.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Crossing the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
That's caught. It's Judkins. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game.
The good times are rolling now. Not only did you just get the scoop, score, fumble, return for a touchdown, but you went for 2 and came away with the conversion. Everything going this team's way.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Hey, yo.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Who picks a week?
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself.
Yeah, Arkansas Razorbacks the best team in the world.
The number of tackles he broke at some point.
That's why I should have got the Razorbacks.
To help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on offense, but they just would not stop.
Man, how long does this field go?
After putting a field goal on the board, they'll line up for the onside kick.
How is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Man, that motherfucker not got no arm.
Interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
He can't find his own player. I bet you don't run it back. I bet you don't.
He's at the 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. The option look. Now the pitch. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound.
I don't want to work for Cuz anyway.
And this one splits the uprights.
I mean, it was good look. It was good pay. But you know what I'm saying?
They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside.
I ain't really mind at all, so I wasn't doing
The
shit.
hands team will be able to
I was
recover
having
the ball.
fun.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field.
Because they started wasting my time.
It's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody
They
up.
want to drive,
The
and they
next guys
can't
catch
even
the
drive.
football, secure it, get your butt on the
They
ground.
think everything
And
will go
most of
for
the
it.
time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air, it's Cook. Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defense was a little anxious there.
Bro,
Got
you, bro, you
caught
can't
both
fuck with me.
sides. The penalty will be declined and given the touchdown.
Yeah, you
They'll
can't
go to
fuck
the
with me,
air.
nigga, on this game.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pass is incomplete.
You can't fuck with me, boy.
No good. Not real sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be a ball game. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it,